Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and hello if you're new. Make sure that you subscribe, that way you'll never miss out on another pick a card reading on my channel again. Today we're going to be getting into your water energy. Now, we all have all of these elements within us that are the same as what's up above, like above us in the sky. We have elements of fire, earth, water, and air. And then we have our soul and spirit. That's what I believe, and that's kind of how I go on about my readings. So today we're getting into your water energy. And I'm going to be having this series. We're going to get into your fire later on down the weeks. We're going to get into your air. We're going to get into your earth later on down the weeks. But today we're getting into the water. And this is your feelings and your intuition, and how you let it flow or you don't let it flow. Let's get into it. What we're going to do is pick a pile number or a shell. So pile number 1, or this shell right here. Or pile number 2, this shell right here. And let's get into what's going on with you and your water and your feelings and your emotions. Pile number 1. Everybody that picked this shell right here, let's get into what this is saying. I feel something as I pick this shell up. For pile number 1, you guys, like, distraction. Like chaotic, like kind of all over the place a little bit. But we're going to remedy that and see how we can calm that down. Okay, I'm going to put her right there. And I have not seen the cards yet. Let's get into it. The first card that comes up is dreams. Okay, so for a lot of you guys, okay, so this is a water reading. So a lot of you guys, okay, your dreams are very vivid. You have, a lot of you might be having like repetitive dreams. A lot of you guys might have very vivid dreams, and also like messages in your dreams. And then like in your day-to-day life, you see something that you saw in your dreams in your day-to-day life. So there's a few messages right there, but you're very intuitive in your dreams. They're like, you get visits from guides, you get visits from ancestors, spirits through your dreams. I don't necessarily see any like nightmare type of energy here either. So I just see you're very in tune with your dreams. But for some of you, I don't necessarily see like a nightmare, but I see like a repetitive dream that you want to get rid of. Okay. And for that, I created something in my shop for that, because I actually dealt with that. And so, if you're interested in something like that, it's a mojo bag to keep under your mattress or your pillow. It really, really did help me, because I struggled with that a lot. Like a repetitive dream that wasn't a nightmare, but you just don't want that dream. So some of you, I think, might even be having certain dreams where it's not a nightmare, but you just don't want it. And some of you guys are getting so many ideas through your dreams, for entrepreneurs and creative people. It all depends on what's in your chart. This is a collective reading, but if you want a personal reading from me, we can get deeper into your chart and things like that. But collectively, I feel like it's a very good energy for dream work. And I want you guys to have a journal or a piece of paper right near your bedstand or your mattress. So as soon as you wake up, as soon as you remember anything from your dreams, like a crack in the sidewalk, a leaf, a plant, a word, a number, like a song, a person, a hair color, um, the, anything like animal, write it down and then go Google it. I'm telling you, it always just puts together a story. And it's a story that your subconscious is telling you. So I feel like, your water energy is very, you're so intuitive. Um, you're intuitive, but the chaos around you kind of blocks it. Here's the next card that comes up is Surrender to Play. Oh, this is such a sweet card, you guys. Take a break from overthinking a goal and do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. Rejuvenate yourself. What would it take for you to rejuvenate yourself? What would it take for you to make yourself happy, make your emotion within yourself feel happiness? What would it take? If I could give you an example, for me, it would be like maybe, actually, I just did it the other day. My partner actually took me out to the creek and we swam in the creek. We saw a bunch of crawdads and I took a bunch of photos. It was just really, really nice. And it was really hot, but really nice. So, and it rejuvenated my spirit. I haven't been out in a really, really long time. I got to play, got to feel like a little kid again, like a little girl again. It was really nice. And so you can probably tell in my voice when I was talking about that, how it affected me. It made me feel good, calm, light, and happy, right? You felt the happiness in my voice, I hope. What is that for you? Because your emotions and your feelings right now, like your spirit and your soul, needs for you to feel good. And for you to, like, when I spoke about that, I spoke about that from my gut. Something that you can do for yourself, where you can speak it through your gut, that you had a good time, that you enjoyed yourself. It was good for your soul and your spirit and your mind and your body, all that stuff. So what would that be? I want you guys to actually comment that down below because I want to read it. I already told you mine. I want to hear yours. What is it for you that makes you feel just good, like happy, like a little kid again? Right? Surrender yourself to that play. And it helps your emotions. It helps to build your intuition because it allows you to lay down your filters and your walls. So you can feel yourself a little bit more beyond your ego and beyond your fears. When you're coloring in a coloring book, if you notice, you will think so many thoughts and you will feel so comfortable and safe thinking all these thoughts. Coloring in a coloring book actually helps people drive better, believe it or not. And it also opens up so many neurological pathways in your brain and helps you find solutions to problems quicker and faster when you're just coloring in a coloring book, whether it's adult or like little kids. I love the little kids coloring books because I love the Little Mermaid, so I love the Little Mermaid coloring book. But there's so many different kinds of coloring books out there. I actually have a cat butthole one that I got as a gift because I love cats, and so I got that as a gift one year for Christmas. But whatever it is, funny, or there's garden ones and fairy ones. I feel like I want you guys to get into like coloring or like coloring book, or like even if it's not coloring book, like arranging something color coded, like something like that. I feel like it's really gonna help you. Surrender your comparisons with other people. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. You're enough. You don't need to compare yourself. You don't need to go through that chaos. I'm going to keep this upside down through the rest of the video because keeping it upside down sucks up negative energy. So we're going to do that. But this is beautiful, but also what I see in it right now is kind of a little bit of chaos. But it's like organized chaos. Like you can deal with this chaos. You're okay. Emotionally, you're a very, very strong person. You can shut off your emotions very, very quickly, and you can shut off your emotions and nobody will even know. So you think. But there are certain people in your life that really love you and care about you that will understand and know when you shut your emotions off. They know. But don't compare yourself with other people either. Like, emotionally, I feel like you do let it affect you. Like, social media is so strong nowadays. Like, you scroll through other people's feed and you see how, like, other people are doing this and this and that and that and that. And, you might not have the time to do it or whatever the case may be. And then you judge yourself. Like, why am I not doing that? And they're doing that. Or why don't I have that? They have that. Don't do that. That is just sucking and draining your energy. And we don't want that. We don't need that. For your emotional state and for your intuitive state, you don't want to create that block for your intuition because ego blocks our intuition, And you, I feel like, are a very sacred spirit. And we don't want to be doing that. Okay? The next card that came up for you guys is take note. Your answers are being given to you. Quieting external voices and excessive noise will give you the chance to hear what is being offered. Now I see why the dreams card came up. And look at the colors, you guys. Work with purple colors. Purple and yellow colors. Okay, you guys? Purple, yellow bed sheets, I would say would be really good. And clothing and jewelry, crystals in those colors, I feel like would be really good for you to work with. And pay attention to the signs that are around you. Pay attention to the colors that come and pop up around you, the repetitive things that come up around you. That's your intuition, is when like you start seeing things more around you. Pay attention to what that is. The more you see something, like even if it's like, I don't know, the first thing that came up into my head was like a McDonald's logo. If you keep seeing it. Why? Like, why? I feel like there's a reason for everything. And you're very intuitive, and there's always a reason for everything you keep seeing over and over, or hearing over and over, or sensing or smelling over and over. Okay? Next card that comes up for you is distinctive potential. Rely on your faith and the knowledge that nothing is impossible. Use your determination to hang in there until you realize the goal. Keep going towards what you're going. Like, if you get a gut feeling and instinct, follow it. There's a tattoo that I have on my foot, and it says, respond to every call that excites your spirit. If something excites your spirit, go towards it. And you guys get that inkling, that feeling, that excitement. Like you know yourself. You know when something is directing you and pointing you towards something, go towards those things. If something excites you, go towards it. Be safe, but go towards it. Next card that comes up is the Page of Swords. Exactly. Look at her. She's looking at this sword. She's in the water. And look at the story of this card in my eyes, okay? My intuitive perspective. it's this thing that's underwater and it's sharp and it's dangerous, and she needs to learn how to use it, especially in the environment that she lives in. So you see, just like that, look at the sharpness of that and look at how she found a sharp object. See that? Your emotions can cut. You know, your feelings can get hurt so easily. And you take things like you care so much that it hurts even that much more. But you have to learn how to handle this beautiful emotion that we have. Like, how to handle our emotions. It's powerful. Then you can use this sword however you want to, if that makes sense. The next card that comes up is celebration. Allow yourself to have fun. Allow yourself to celebrate something. Your water energy is saying and asking you to like enjoy something, celebrate something. And I want you guys to go do it. And then let me know in the comments down below, what did you do? And you know what? I'm probably going to do this too. I'll probably have like a date, like a lunch date to celebrate this reading right here. If you don't have anything else to celebrate this reading right here that you just saw. So I think I'm going to have a lunch date with my partner and celebrate. I think we might go to like Panera or something. Like, it's exciting. It's fun, right? Celebrate something like that. So what are you going to do? I want to know, like, how would you celebrate? It could be something as simple as going on a lunch date to Panera, or it could be booking a trip to a cabin somewhere, or like a camping trip, or a hotel somewhere with your friends or significant other, something like that. What is it going to be? I want to know. And you guys better do something. Celebrate, okay? Next card that comes up is, yeah, you guys are wallowing in something. Don't do that. You're emotionally like wallowing in something, and your water energy becomes stagnant. You see this mermaid right here? She's offering him something, but he can't see it because he's wallowing, and the water is kind of a little bit, the water's beautiful, but still at the same time, I see stagnancy there. Don't wallow in anything. Move forward. Let's move forward. I want you to find something to look forward to. Like we said, plan something. Look forward to it. Reawaken your passion. Okay, so this card actually came upside down, and I feel like there was something that you were so passionate about that kind of didn't happen, or it was a failure or rejection or something like that, or heartbreak even, that made you your passion, like all the things you were passionate about, you kind of like whatever, and you became stuck in this energy of wallowing, and your emotional state and your feelings and your intuitive state is kind of just like stagnant. But that's okay. I want you guys to work with orange colors and blue colors and purple colors. And I want you guys to do everything that we talked about in this reading. You're going to reawaken your passion again. You will. Trust me. Okay, and the last card that comes up is your homeland card. There's something about your emotional self that misses home. There's something about either you miss home, or you are trying to build a home and buy a home, or like set up your home, like build a family and domestic life, or you miss your old family and domestic life. One of those two. It is a collective reading. I want you to work with turtles. Bring turtle into your home. What I mean by that is like a painting, or if you are able to like adopt a pet turtle, would be really great. Something with turtles. I feel like a majority of you could be like from somewhere where there are a lot of turtles. Turtles might be your spirit animal. There's a huge message of turtles. Of course, it's a water reading too, but you find security and safety and like love and happiness when it comes to home life, and that's where you feel emotionally stable. So look to friends and family and the people that make you feel stable and the people that make you feel good and happy. Go towards them and watch how your emotions and your emotional state and your mental health and all that stuff and your anger subsides, you know? Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys want to book a reading with me, head over to my Etsy shop. And I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Bye. Pile number 2, everybody that picked this Cori shell or pile number 2, let's get into your reading. Now, the first thing that I see here is the message I'm getting is like a blurry vision, like some sort of like blurred perspective, blurred vision of something. Let's get into how that is affecting your emotional state, your emotions, your intuition, and the way that your life kind of flows, and the way the things that you want to manifest, how they flow. The first card that comes up is to surrender unhealthy relationships. This is really interesting. If you guys look at this, the color scheme of this and the colors of this, they're the same colors. The first card that came, it's like really similar. I'm going to keep this right here, but we're going to keep it upside down because if you guys saw my video on YouTube, keeping Cori shells in your house, on your altar, it helps to release anger and like built up emotions and tensions and all of that stuff. But you have to keep it with the slit open or slit on top. And this card says, let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. So a lot of your emotional state has to do with, I think you might be overdoing it with other people. Kind of giving away a little bit too much of yourself to other people where you burn yourself out. Okay, so that's the first card. That's the first message. And the second one here is surrender worry. I actually really feel like you guys should watch pile number 1. There's messages in there for you. Just seeing this card, there's messages in pile number 1 for you. There is this kind of chaotic energy. Chaos makes you spiral downwards into worry, and what's needed here is for you to make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. Do something exciting, like plan something. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. There is a need for being more active, exercise, and just circulating the energy inside your body and outside your body more. Focus on the power of your heart. I feel like that's cardiovascular, like something cardio. Either get your heart checked out or do cardio, like exercise. Something to get your heart pumping, and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. That's your second card. The next card that comes up, I pulled a lot of oracle cards, but I also did pull some tarot. So we're going to get into all of that. We have a few here. The next card that comes up is setting up perimeters. So assess your relationships and determine how they are aligned with your goals, and setting boundaries requires an honest evaluation of your present relationships. That's interesting because surrendering unhealthy relationships came up, and then there is this need to set boundaries in certain relationships in your life. And that's going to help you gain more control of your emotions and also to express your emotions more. You don't have to set your boundaries in an aggressive, angry way. There's, just ways to put how you feel and what you need and what you don't need in a nice way, and I feel like that's really going to help your relationships anywhere, like in your career, in your relationships, inside your house, with your brothers, sisters, mother, father, whoever, like your best friend, your children. You have to set up the boundaries, but if it's unhealthy, you have to step away for yourself. Okay? Because otherwise you're just going to be like this, clouded. That's what I saw, like clouded, Okay, the next card that comes up is Shedding the Old. These are really, really good cards here. There's change coming your way. Cultivate a sense of adventure so you will be able to see these new prospects. Yep, you guys need to go watch pile number 1. There is definitely messages in there for you. It's time to shed the old and grow something new. There's actually a story that I've talked about a few times on my channel. It's like 2 trees, right? One tree was afraid to shed all the dead flowers or the dead leaves from it, and the other tree was so excited, like, oh, next season I'm gonna bloom real nice and bright. And this tree was like, no, I don't wanna, I'm gonna look so ugly. And it turns out that this tree didn't really bloom, and the other tree was able to shed all the old leaves and it bloomed nice and bright. Something like that. I feel like this is what the message of that card is. You have to let it go. Let the dry and the dead and the dull go so that you can move forward. And even if that means dry, dead, dull relationships, like the ones that don't even respect your boundaries, you gotta let it go because it affects you. Like, your relationships really affect you emotionally, so you need to make sure that they are they're healthy and they respect the boundaries, because you do take your relationships very, very seriously. We have the Lover's card. Now, in this specific Lover's card, she's looking in her mirror. So this is the relationship of love that you have with yourself emotionally. Do you love yourself? Do you find yourself, when you look in the mirror, to be attractive? Do you find yourself in the mirror, when you look at yourself, are you happy with what you see? Are you, do you look at your eyes and do you see light in them? Do you smile at yourself? Do you wink at yourself? Do you know what I'm saying? How do you treat yourself when you see yourself in the mirror? This is a love relationship with yourself. And is it clouded? I want you to ask yourself that. And what in these cards do you need to do to let that cloudiness go? The next card that we have here is Two of Cups. This is really interesting. The Lovers, and we have Two of Cups. This is a card of there's something that you need to make peace with within yourself or with somebody else. Something you need to make peace with so that your water energy flows, that you kind of just flow and you are at better peace with that person, that situation, and with yourself. Okay? The next card that comes up is the Moon. Something you're holding in, you're holding back. And it is something you need to heal with the person. You're holding it back. And it's affecting your emotions. It's affecting your intuition. Might make you go into your ego a little bit more. And what I would recommend for you is to every full moon, whenever the moon is out, go outside for a little bit. And also work with water energy, baths, showers, drink more water, wear more blues, work with more blue colors. Now the next card that comes up for you guys is Judgment. Yeah. There's like something you're holding on to, like something within yourself that it's like, I want justification for this. I want, like, why did this happen? Like, why did you do that? What happened? Like, like, you have questions about something, and it has trapped you into a bubble, and you have to look at yourself here and realize you deserve happiness. You deserve to be out of this fog. You deserve to be out of this bubble. Remember I said I saw like cloudiness, right, in your emotional state before we started the reading. And judgment is whether you're judging yourself or judging another person or another situation, it's like you're trapped in that judgment, trapped in that bubble. And we need to get you out. So I want you to work with seashells, keep them around you. I want you to work with these colors. I want you to work with more water energy, get your water flowing. Okay? These kind of shells, keep them in your house with this slit open, with the opening towards like open, towards whatever area that you're in, like your living room, your bedroom, wherever, okay? Now, look at this card. This next card is the Magic of the Kohellan Druid. Now, this is caution, secrecy, and wary. Now, what I see here is you're hiding things. The Moon card is like you're hiding things. You're hiding your emotions. You don't speak up. I want you to speak up. Now, there's a quote that I read and actually painted this a long time ago. I don't even know where my sketchbook is, but it said something like, speak up even if your voice trembles. And this is what that reminds me of. Like, don't hold it all in. And the next card that comes up is Visions. A lot of you guys are very psychic, clairvoyant, seeing, out of body travel. So dreaming. Yeah, you guys have to go watch pile number 1. There's messages of dreams in there. And this is so funny because it is water energy. So your water energy is very, I don't feel like it's very strong just yet. I feel like there's some blocks that you have, but as soon as you kind of heal these things, make peace with these things, your water energy will become so strong. You're going to become even more intuitive and see a lot more dreams and dream messages. And you'll get a little bit more details of that in pile number 1. But a lot of you guys have to work with your shadow self. Do you guys see her? She's like holding the hands of a spirit right behind her. And that's kind of mending with your shadow self, working with her, making allies with her, him, they, whatever it is, making friends with them, you know, healing them. I feel like that's where your emotions are right now, just healing that kind of energy within yourself that you might have thought was dark, but it's actually just human nature. And you have to work with it, realize it, discipline yourself, and learn about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys want to book an actual reading with me so we can go more into detail about all of these things and actually all 4 of your elements, head over to my Etsy shop. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye.